All right, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to review something pretty unique. It's a new product from CARPRO. It's called CARPRO DLight UV blocking plastics coating. Really unique. Sorry for my makeshift desk today, so I just used the detailing cart. This one is really unique, and I'll pull up some information. So just to get into it, if this is your first time joining, thank you so much. Please consider liking and subscribing, or wait to see if you like the video, then like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. I'm gonna get a little bit more technical because this product kind of deserves that. It's not just your standard ceramic coating. So I'll put chapters in the video, so if you want to skip ahead, you can and see what the installation is like, and you can kind of jump into each section. But CARPRO DLight Anti-UV Coating, it comes in a 50 ml bottle. What is it, right? This is the ultimate UV protection for your vehicle's plastic surfaces. So how is this different? This is different than like CARPRO Skin, which is made for PPF, or CARPRO Deluxe, for example, which is made for like plastic trim. Basically, the difference between those is those are designed for those products, so are these, but this has like way more UV protection in it. The whole purpose of something like this, which is a ceramic coating, by the way, is it prevents yellowing, fading of headlights, PPF, and other plastics. Now, you probably saw the thumbnail, like if you've had a car long enough and you've left it outside and maybe you purchased a used car and you've seen that yellowing, most of that happens because of UV damage. It's ultraviolet radiation eating away at the surfaces of your vehicle, and that's what causes oxidation on vehicles, causes these headlights to kind of fade over time, or if you have PPF and you see it starting to yellow, that's because of UV, right? Not everyone can be lucky enough to park in a garage, so you have to park outside. And what can you do for people that care about their car and you want to protect your investment and maintain it long term? You put ceramic coatings or waxes on it, and you put PPF, right, to protect it. So this is a product that's designed to be up to a 3-year protection. It's supposed to help you with yellowing and UV protection on your plastic parts. So I'm not going to read all of their instructions. I'll link to it below. I'll link to the product page for you guys. What I really appreciate about CARPRO, and more specifically Sky's the Limit Carcare, they are very, very thorough in their instructions, which again, I appreciate. I know it's a newer product and sometimes we can play the guessing game, but I know that they've been testing it themselves, and then they kind of put out their experience and kind of help you get through the nitty gritty. So they have directions for applying specifically to PPF, how you prepare your plastic surfaces, application for plastic, directions for matte finish, and directions for paint, and then additional tips, right? So this is pretty unique. A lot of what I'm seeing here is like the cross-link, or like the flash time, is like multiple minutes. Like, I mean like a lot, like 5 to 15 minutes or so. Some are 5 to 12 or 2 to 15 minutes, depending on temperature and type of PPF, et cetera, et cetera. So we're gonna play with this. I'm not gonna obviously let you watch for 15 minutes while it cures. I'll speed it up, or I'll just come to you once it's cured and tell you how long it took me. My conditions are, it's 73 in the garage and I think 26% humidity. For those that have been following the channel, you know that I applied Pan ceramic coating to this car, Pan Clean by Pan, the organizer, 8-year. I actually intentionally did not do the headlights because I had plans to PPF them, but I still haven't done that. So these are actually bare uncoated headlights. So I'm actually just gonna apply this directly to those headlights and we'll see how it holds up. I do have some PPF on the B pillars, so we'll also apply this to the PPF on the B pillars and just see how it reacts and go from there. Wanting to talk about just like, you might not think you have like UV. So I'll put up a graphic on the screen. This comes from the EPA.gov website. It kind of shows like in midsummer what the UV index range looks like in across the United States. Sorry, Canada, I don't have you in there. But basically for half the country, most of the lower to mid of the country, UV is anywhere from like 10 to 12 to up to 13 in some spots, which is the hottest part. And like, for example, like for humans, for people, like you can get a sunburn in a UV 8, 9, or 10, you can get a sunburn in 15 or 20 minutes and you get a sunburn. So obviously we hope our cars and our plastic pieces are more resilient than that. But if you imagine, like, we're not outside constantly, but our cars are sitting out in the sun constantly day after day throughout the summer and the winter sometimes too. So obviously summer has hotter UV times. So I'll put that graphic up on the screen so you can kind of see what you're looking at. If you might not think like, oh, well, I don't live in a super hot climate. Ryan, you live in Arizona, so it's probably more prevalent. I mean, I'm looking at states in the Midwest or East Coast here that are seeing 9 to 10 UV in the summer, right? So that's still pretty hot, and sorry, high UV rating. So that's all the more reason why you'd want to protect this. People in Florida, Texas, Arizona, California, Nevada, Colorado. It really, again, you'll see the chart on the screen. There's high UV in the summertime in a lot of the country, right? So we want to do these things just to maintain and protect our surfaces for a long time. And you do this to be as part of preventative maintenance, right? It's a lot harder to restore faded and old headlights than it is to protect them the right way the first time. So just food for thought. Thanks for listening. And if you're still here, if you haven't fast forwarded, we'll get into application right now. All right, guys, we're going to do our unboxing right now. So I've got our box here and typical CARPRO setup with their, here's your coating. Love these bottles. They're just, I love the blue. It's so CARPRO. So there's that. Here is your, oh my gosh, stickers everywhere. Your CARPRO applicator block, your CARPRO applicators, your microfiber suede applicators. I think there's 5 there. And then, nice, a CARPRO. This is kind of like an installer card. This is really cool. So you can like give that to a customer if you want to. Kind of talking about how it's been installed. So that's cool. You have an instruction manual with lots of pictures. So you can pause that on the screen if you want to. Take a look at it, but just says really, you know, keep out of the elements for 24 hours. So we'll go through, we'll start the application and the prep for it. So just as a heads up, this car has been washed and decontaminated. So I am just gonna hit it with some IPA. Obviously they say use their brand of IPA. I don't have CARPRO eraser, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna use my own IPA and then we'll get into coating and I'll zoom in and get some more light for you guys so you can see. Okay guys, today, what is this? This is Clean by Pan panel prep. I like this stuff a lot actually. So we're gonna prep the surface. Oops. And just hit it with an IPA, we should be good. And CARPRO actually does say on their website to, like when they're talking about eraser, it says let it evaporate for 20 minutes. So I think maybe it's just out of an abundance of precaution, just to make sure you have everything that's kind of fully evaporated. I don't see anything on here, so I'm not gonna wait 20 minutes. Maybe eraser works differently, but this evaporates really well. I'm over applying it, obviously, or applying it twice, I should say. I wanna make sure the surface is truly, really, really prepped. Again, I decontaminated this, not in this video, but again, it's a fairly new car, so I feel pretty comfortable about it. And we're good to go. So that's my panel prep step right there. Everything looks good. And we are just gonna actually just get into it. So have my coating block ready to go. And here's your bottle of DLight. I'm gonna shake it up. I don't know if it actually advises to, but I always shake up my coatings. Okay. So there's that. Open it away from yourself. Okay. Okay. So that's probably too much, but wanted to get that on camera for you. All right, so we're gonna apply it like our typical ceramic coating here. Do our kind of our fill line. Also in the instructions, it does say this requires 2 coats. So if you watch my buddy Mike G's video, I think he's got some insider information from the person that helped develop it, actually at CARPRO. And they actually said like 3 or 4 coatings is fine, 3 or 4 layers, but it says wait an hour in between. So I recognize that that might not be doable for professionals or even home hobbyists, right? Like that's a long, you know, that's 4 hours of waiting and kind of coming back. If you're doing it on a weekend, then sure. I am gonna do this. I am gonna do 2 layers on this though. So we'll cut and obviously, you know, movie magic, but I am gonna do 2 layers. So I feel good about coverage here. It applies just like a regular coating. Okay. So it says 5 to 7 minutes. The other ones say up to 15. So we're gonna give it kind of somewhere in the middle. Okay guys, beauty of a long working time is that we can move on to other pieces of the car. So now this is PPF, these B pillars are PPF. Now I didn't know this product was coming. So this is coated with Pan's ceramic coating. So it says a great topper, so we'll apply it. And I didn't even reapply from the other panels because I knew this was saturated. Okay. Okay, try and get it even, right? This does have to sit for a while. Hey Siri, set a second timer for 5 minutes. Okay, so we'll let that go. Kind of see it's like hazing already, but on PPF it says like 5 to 15 minutes. So we'll see. I'll come back to you with each stage, each wipe off. Okay guys, we are at, let's see, I think we're at 7 minutes. But it is like sweating, so I wonder if I can't see the rainbow. Let me see. It feels really grabby, so I'm gonna go ahead and wipe. I'm gonna go ahead and level. And it does say you'll feel slight resistance and wipe off. Yeah, I'm feeling that slight resistance. And all right, my other timer's gone off, so that's for the other headlight. So I'm gonna flip. This is the House of Rags leveling towel. I have the final level here, but this is meant to be softer, kind of for paint, but I'm not gonna waste that on this, so I'm just gonna flip this towel. And make sure you get into your corners and any adjacent panels. But yeah, wipe off is pretty standard for a ceramic coating. And then make sure you go in, I really like the instructions again. It talks about like, make sure you're not using direct bright light, make sure you use a light like this with the diffuser on it. So we're gonna go through, yep, glad I'm using this, and check for high spots. All right guys, we're going in for the wipe off here. Yeah, it's really hazy. Yeah, it's definitely like grabby for sure. I'm starting to push stuff around, so let's fold the towel. Fresh side. These lights are really helpful, guys. You can use your cell phone and then just look off to the side, but this allows me to get close with this diffuser. All right. And then obviously you'll push some on the glass, you'll push some on other panels. So just like any ceramic coating, make sure you're kind of wiping adjacent panels. I'm doing such small areas, I am just using one towel, but obviously use two to come back for your insurance wipe. Okay. That's your wipe off. You know, final thoughts here. It's different for sure. Like the user experience is different. Like the flash times anywhere, depending on where you put it, look at the instructions, but it says like 2 to 15 minutes. So that's like crazy. That's just something that like I'm not used to, but you know, I followed their instructions. So in my conditions, again, I told you earlier, but now it's like 70 degrees and 31% humidity in here. My flash time on the headlights was like actually about like 5 or 7 minutes, and it did get like really grabby, and then I just went after it and you know, took care of it. So you're not fighting it, but it's just different, and it's nowhere near as slick as their traditional ceramic coating. But coming back to it though, like in full transparency, like now, like it's definitely like slicker. It's not as slick, but it's slicker. So don't let that detract you in any way. But I think it's just cool. Like, I think it's cool that they've created a product that should actually do it. Like a lot of ceramic coatings say they offer like UVA, UVB protection, but like to develop a product that was actually developed for that, right? If you think about it, sorry, I'm going on a rant. We'll see what I edit. We'll see what I leave in. A lot of ceramic coatings are all around. They can be used on glass, plastic, windows. You know, those are all different substrates, right? So do they advertise, or were they designed to work equally as well on all those? No, right? They were primarily designed to work probably mainly on the paint. So this was a product that was designed to be used on different products, but to actually protect against UV damage and oxidation. So where I think this could be valuable for people, put it on your headlights, put it on your plastic trim, put it, if you do have PPF, if you want to do this on your whole hood, you can, or wherever else you have PPF that you really want to worry about the car. But I think the biggest areas, like PPF can always be replaced too. Yes, it's expensive. A lot of them have warranties as well. Like if you do it XPEL, it's like a 10-year warranty if it yellows or peels or whatever. So like you're covered there, and maybe you don't have to worry too much about that. But like headlights, that's a lot of work buying a headlight restoration kit or bringing it to a professional. So if you do just want to protect it from the get-go, you can use a product like CARPRO DLight to give you those 3 years of protection. We'll see, guys. I don't. Maybe I'll come back to you in 3 years and tell you if the headlights have yellowed. I haven't had one yellow in 3 years, but it's just good to know that you have that protection. You watch detailing videos, you're here because you take care of your car and you enjoy this, right? So this is just another product in our arsenal to go through and give us a little extra protection. I have no way of measuring if this is going to be actually like blocking UVA, UVB protection. There is a certain element of trust with these detailing companies. CARPRO's been around for a little bit. They're a massive Korean company, right? Like, you know, Corey stands behind them at Sky's the Limit Carcare. I trust these companies until they give me a reason not to trust them, right? If they sell me a 5-year coating and it fails in 3, I usually don't trust them, right? So I haven't had any failures with CARPRO, and they've put out some really solid products. So I choose to trust them on what they say that this is UV protection. So I'll have a link in the description below where you can pick this up. I think right now, just CARPRO at the time of filming this, Sky's the Limit has this. I'll put a coupon code in there. FD10 will save you 10% on the product. Check it out. I think he said he's going to offer this. This is in 50 mil. They're going to offer it in 100 mil bottles as well, or maybe 90. If I can make a suggestion, I think it'd be cool to offer this in a 15 mil, or maybe like, yeah, what is this? This is a 30 mil. It'd be cool to offer it in a 15 mil for people who just want to use this on like their headlights. You don't need a full 30 mil bottle. So if that's in the cards, guys, I think that would be really cool of you to offer. Other than that, yeah, I'm satisfied, guys. Just follow the instructions. It's a different product. It's a new product. I have experience detailing, right? And some of you gave me grief about pans coating. Oh, it's hard. It's like, no, it's a new product with different instructions. So there's a learning curve. I'm not just gonna come in and treat it like every coating. And if I do, then I would make a mistake and maybe it wouldn't cure or it wouldn't last longer. And I'd blame the company, but it turns out I didn't follow the instructions, right? So if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Please consider liking and subscribing, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks, guys.